Hi friends, welcome to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire, and today is Wednesday. No, it's not, it's Friday. Today's Friday. It's Fearless Friday Scrap Attack. I'll get it together, I think. I make no promises. Anyways, friends, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying all your moments, and I pulled out some scraps. I'm actually finding this to be quite fun. And anyways, I pulled out some scraps from a couple of different parts. I have my drawers that are next to me that have the different paper, cardstock, stuff like that kind of scrap. And then I actually grabbed a bin of fabric scraps. Now, some of these are larger and you wouldn't necessarily call them scraps, but they are parts and pieces to things I was working on, and I still may need them for those. But I have a lot of it. I know I won't use all of this for the things that I have pulled aside. Anyways. So I grabbed that little basket, and let me just move it out of the way here. All right. And I thought, I have an idea of something that I had made before, and I really liked it. And honestly, we can just use scraps because it's such a small thing to make, and it really helps you utilize all these pieces that, for me, I'm still hoarding because I love them. Like, I love all these things. This is a sheet or pillowcase. It still has the little stitched seam there that I tore out. Doesn't bother me. I might use it, I might not. I might only need part of it. But anyways, I thought we would make a few pieces. So I'm grabbing fabrics. You could use laces. You could do whatever. You can use whatever you want. You don't even have to use fabrics or laces. But I grabbed a few different ones from my scraps, different sizes and I'll make some of these to be smaller. And then we're gonna make some cute little, they could be whatever. They could be tabs, journal cards, little tags. They could be whatever you want. But what I like is, I guess I can show you something I made. Technically, this can be in a crafty desk creation or a scrap attack, but since I'm using the scraps to make it, I'm putting it in the Fearless Friday scrap attack. And this is what I found in my stash, and I loved this so much. And I had made a few of these, and I only found this one. I don't know what I did with them. They are about, and you can make them any size you want. I think these are 2.5 by 2.5, and I like that size. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to grab my paper cutter. Now, this is the offcuts to the file folders. I can't remember what it is that I made. I don't know where it's at, but these are the offcuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2.5 by 2.5 little pieces. And I don't even know if I'm going to worry about that right there. Let me see. First, let's see how big it is this way. That's almost, I want them to be 2.5 by 2.5. I really like that size. So I'm going to go ahead and just slice it that way and not worry about this little tabby piece here. And then maybe I will go this way. Nope, this way. I'll figure it out in a second here. And 2.5 by 2.5. Does it have to be perfect? Not for me, it doesn't. I don't think it does. But I don't even know if I did 2.5. Goodness gracious. I still didn't do 2.5. Lorie, somebody come over here and help me out. 2.5. See, 2.5. I needed to cut a little bit more off there. All right, now 2.5. I knew that didn't look square. So I'm going to cut a couple of these and go from there. I love this copy die file folder that I did. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty, and I love being able to use it. And then I have a cute little piece right there. I really don't know that I'll use that. This may end up in my scrappy folder, my desk folder that I kind of forgot about, but I'm going to get back to that. So we have 3. Let's do another one. I have confidence in myself that I can get more than just 3 done. Now, the other thing I like is rounded corners. So I think I'm going to grab this, and off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and round all my corners here. And then we're just going to get to making some pretty things. So anyways, I hope you are all doing well, my friends. I hope you're enjoying, I really do hope you're enjoying all your moments as much as you possibly can. I know that they're not all always enjoyable because, you know, that's how life is. But making the best that we can is important. It's not always easy, but it's definitely important. I feel like the harder it is sometimes, the more important it is. I don't know. That could just be me. So, as I have been saying, and I just want to always just reiterate this. I am definitely pre-recording a lot of my videos. My goal is to have enough of my videos pre-recorded that they get me through, in the hopes that I'm able to schedule the knee surgery. As of today, I have not heard back from anybody, but I have a new plan. I have a new plan. But I don't want to talk too much about it. I keep telling myself, I quit talking about it because it's going to be like such past tense by the time you see this video. But since I brought it up, I will talk about the videos that I'm trying to do in the pre-recording. My goal is to have all that set and it'll be in motion. That's what I'm focused on. So as long as that happens, then I can continue on what this is happening, how this is working for me. I think I'm going to use vintage photo this time, but my thing has, I need a new sponge. Let me see if I can find one really quick. Anyways, so having videos pre-recorded to the point of getting me not only through the surgery, but through the recovery of the surgery, and then kind of like into after recovery a little bit, just because it might take me a minute to get caught back up into the whole scheme of things. So I'm hoping that by doing the pre-recorded videos and being caught way up in the future, that not only will it help me with having content for and hanging out with my friends, I have some chatting I can do in the comments, but I'll have something I can watch myself, because I'll have to watch it to comment back probably, because I won't remember anything I said. Just kidding. Whoops, I don't know what I'm doing. And so hopefully that'll help keep my creative juices going with what I'm doing at my desk. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm gonna go with it. That's kind of what's in my brain right now. That's what's kind of happening. So there you go. There you have it. Anyhow, so let's see what we can make here. So if I stick to my plan, then I should have videos recorded all the way through June, or at least mid-June, and then but my goal is to have them pre-recorded all the way through June by the end of April. That's a lot of video. That's a lot of, I mean, I do it anyways, but it's just a lot to really focus on and try to get that done. Now, that doesn't include my lives and things like that, but it does, what I'm trying to do is get the Mondays for Journal Play Day, Crafty Desk Creation Wednesday, and Fearless Friday Scrap Attack, obviously on Friday. So I like this plan. I like this plan a lot. I don't know if everybody else is gonna like it, or if it fits into that, you know, into I don't know, into what you like for a crafting buddy. Because I know that my videos, at least I feel like my videos are more of a crafting buddy type style, where I'm just trying to make stuff and just chatting, just hanging out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these inked up around the edges, and just try to do it more like an assembly line type thing with these scraps. And these literally are for scraps from my drawer. So, I mean, I know we all do have such amazing scraps. I've seen some people pull their drawers out, or their baskets, bins, whatever it is, their envelopes, bags, whatever it is that they keep their scraps in. And I'm like thinking, those are scraps? There are some people where I see that and I'm like, those are, what? No, how are those scraps? And then I've seen other videos, mine included, and I'm like, why is she hanging on to that? Let it go. Just let it go. And I do have some stuff like that. But I know that even when I think that about whatever I'm seeing, mostly it's my own stuff, it's I know that other people look at it. There are many other people that will look at it and say, oh yeah, I could totally use that. That definitely fits for a certain style of a collage or whatever it is that somebody else is making. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So I know what I like. I know what I like because I just showed you. So we got 6 of them. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's it doesn't mean I have to stop. After this video's done, I don't have to stop. I can keep on. I can keep on keeping on. So, okay, funny thing is, this fabric, I keep mentioning it. I think it was with Denise's stuff, and I'm like, I really want some of that fabric. Well, I have it. Am I the one that sent it to her? Did she buy it from me? Did I always have it? Did she send it to me? I am so confused, but I have a nice big chunk of it. I don't know where I got it from, but I love it. And it's obviously, it looks like it was a sheet or a pillowcase or something, but love this so much. So I must use it. And all I did on that other one, well, now the other one had some stamping on it too. So let's do the scrappy thing first. Let's get some scissors, and I'm gonna trim. I do like the frayed edge, so I want to cut enough of this off to have a frayed edge on this side, but not making this so small that it's not usable, because it's still, I love this fabric. So there we go. Just trim that. There's another scrap, which could be used on another day. And then let's do it this way. And then I just want a little smidgen. There we go. I'm going to use that one for one. Look at me. I'm unfolding everything. So I want 6 things. What else am I going to do? I love this really pretty green one right here, but I got to open it up and see, because sometimes I have them in there and it might be, so do I want to trim this down? I don't think so. I think this is enough to cover a journal. Is that what it was for? It's like 16 3/4 by, what is it? 11. So, I mean, I guess I could take a smidge off of it. Oh, but do I? I don't need to, you guys, because guess what? I have this right here, which looks like it was trimmed to be a tie. Well, you know what? I haven't used it yet, and I forgot what it was for, so it must be sacrificed, part of it, to this, to the cause. Sacrifice to the cause of this. And I'm going to just trim this up here. And I make it a little bit longer than I need. Okay, so I have that one. And let's get that put away. Oops. Oopsie. I'm only going to make one of these. So let's get that one trimmed up where I want it to be. And actually, I don't know. Let me do this one. Let me do this one first and see if I like that. I'm thinking I want to use these scissors for the bottom part. It's just for a little added, you know, a little added pizzazz here. Let me see if that was straight. If that was straight, let me just cut that like that and give it a little extra pizzazz there. So, I mean, that one, I'm letting it go. Goodbye. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. This one isn't quite as wide, but it's not long enough either. Okay, so I do like that. So let's do it again over here. And we'll let this, and then we'll put this one away. Okay, there's that piece. There's 2. I do like this one, but it doesn't have the frayed edge on that side. Let me see what else I have over here. I have this one right here. I really wanted to use this one. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to go ahead and cut up that seam, or that where that line is. One side's going to be skinny, one side's going to be fat. I think I'm going to try to keep the little thing on the one side. There we go. I love this vintage sheet fabric so much. So I feel like this one I can even do 2, because look at that, I can get 2 different colors. There's that. Oh, I like that right there. Okay, let's, again, we'll trim this a little bit tall, because that might be covered up. I don't know. I also can never tell what side's the front and the back. I think that's the front. It's a vintage sheet, and the dye from this print goes through so well, but it's slightly lighter on that one side. Now I'm just deciding which way I want that to go. I think that way. I think I like it that way, actually, which means that's going to need to be trimmed a little bit better. Yeah. Maybe I kind of like that fringe edge. The only thing is I don't want this to keep shredding up. I don't know that it will do that, but there we go. So there's that one. 3. Okay. Just trying to make fast decisions here. I really like this, but I want it to be fringy on both sides. I think I have another piece in here. Yep, right here. And it's fringy, or whatever it's called, on both sides. It's a little crooked. That's okay. I can work with that. Let's go this way. I like how the flowers are going both directions. Okay, we'll take this one. Okay. Lots of, okay, now I'm going to keep that one. Why didn't I keep the other one? Isn't that funny? I'm being very, what do you call it? I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I'm choosing certain ones over certain ones. Oh, you're not pretty enough. You can't stay. You can't stay. See, I was thinking this one because it's got the blue on there, so I might use this one. Oh, no, I already have it. Stop. Stop. What you doing? Here's a really pretty light pink one. I might use that one. So I don't need that piece there. Here's some really pretty vintage sheets that I also love a lot. I feel like I use this quite a bit, though. So let's take that one out. This one's kind of cool. This one, this fabric, I feel like this fabric doesn't get its true justice. It's like a puzzle, but it's got a lot you can do with it. I don't know. Okay, I don't think it's making the cut. I'm getting real picky here. Ooh, let's do this green one. We'll do that one for one. And then this is my favorite ever fabric. It was a sheet, and I hoard it so much. I'm just so hoardy with this one. I'm so hoardy with it. Okay, let's see. Let's just, I feel like I'm not going to get enough of it. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. I need to go big enough here. You got to use it. I mean, like, unless I'm going to put this in a frame, which actually it's not a bad idea. I could put this as a backdrop in a frame, a little piece of it. I really do love it. Maybe I should just make a big collage board with some of my favorite fabrics and do that. So I guess I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to do this one and this one. But this I want smaller. So we'll go here like this. Put that piece over there. Saving every tiny little scrap I can of this. But see, on this, it's so big right there. I think I like that part right there. This part right there. I want just a little bit of the pink, and I want the green, and I want a little bit of that pink. So maybe it would go like this. Okay, there we go. This will give me the bottom. And look at that precious little scrap I'm gonna keep. I can't help it. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right here. A little bit bigger. Okay, I'm keeping that little scrap too, because look. Yeah, I definitely have favorites. All right. Favoritism, is that the word I was trying to think of? I don't think that's quite the word I was thinking of, but so we have that one, and that one. And then this one, you know, we could just do it different. It doesn't have to be torn. I have, the only thing is what size did I use for that? Was it this size? Was it this size? I don't know. Let's just try this. Let's do this one, and we'll go like that. And we'll just use the middle guy. I think this is the middle one. We're going to cut all the way across. That goes over there, and then we're gonna cut this one like this. Okay. I think I like that, and that's kind of cute. Okay, one can be different. There we go. Those scissors are so big and heavy, so it's nice to just get them out of the way. All right, now the other thing I did is I did some stamping on them, which I actually like that. And I also had cardstock that I made like the little tab at the top. And I really do like that because I think it's a great place to put an eyelet if you want. You don't have to, but you can put an eyelet in there if you want. Just trying to get these little threads cleaned up a little bit. Got a little more than I need. And they are, oh, I'm just like bringing them back and forth. Okay. There's that one. There's that one, that one, and that one. And then this. Let's see what little stamps. So I have some of my stamps right here. Some little ones. I don't know if they will be, I think they're all like, oh yeah, like handmade and things like that. So those ones won't work. Real quick, I just want to show you what I'm talking about when I say my scrappy drawers that are sitting next to me. First, I don't love my situation. My drawers, my thing rolls around too much, so I need to change this up. But I'll take you over here. Don't mind the mess. There's things everywhere. So this is the bin that I have sitting next to me. And all those drawers are filled with scraps, and they have all the bins. We went through it a little while ago, but just so anyone that's newer here or anyone that might have forgotten what I was talking about, those are the drawers that I'm talking about. Let me see if I can pull them open. And so I'm just digging around in here. So some of these are full sheets, but they might have a tear in them, so I threw them in the scraps. Okay, that little detour. I hope you liked it. Anyways, I don't know that I'll ever get through all those drawers, but I'm gonna try. What I was decided to show that to you really quick because I reached in there and grabbed some more scraps. These are my vintage wallpaper scraps, and I was thinking I could use those to make the little tab on top. And I also grabbed some inks and I grabbed some stamps. So before I would make the tabs, I love these inks. Okay, so I love these inks so much. My favorites are the archival inks for a permanent ink. And I'm really loving VersaFine Clear. Like, so excited and so grateful. I even wrote on the back of it. So this is a gift from my friend Deborah Ensley. And she sent this to me along with, which I brought over here, these stamps, this stamp set. This is, I mean, what a... Thank you. This is a very expensive gift, and I appreciate it so much. I even wrote on my stamp pad so I never forget. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, all right, back to this. Just wanted to say, grab some inks, grab some more things to play with this. And I wasn't sure, like I grabbed this pink one because I didn't know. I don't know. I think these ones I got at a yard sale, some of these archival inks. Is it a yard sale or a thrift store? So I never know for sure how well they're going to work. And I grabbed this little kitty cat stamp. Let me see. I want to see how the ink, what color it's going to be on this card. So I grabbed my scraps here and see. Oh, yeah. So, like, yeah, I'll like a little pink with that one, a little pink with that one. That's fine. That works for me. So pink is going to stay. We'll just do some little testers here. Let me grab my dry wipey and take that off. We're gonna see how I want to see how dark this is pine cone, by the way, and I wanted a really dark brown so bad, and I think I seen somebody use that somewhere, and I was like, that is gorgeous. So here's the brown. Let's put it on the other side. Oh my gosh, you guys, we went to our friend's house, Brianne's house, okay, and was visiting with them for a little bit. Anyways, and they have a cat, okay, and I know I keep saying this, I want a cat, I'm not gonna get a cat, I'm gonna get a cat. I think in my spirit, in my true spirit, like, I must have a cat. Oh, I actually kind of like that one with that color with that one. I like this color with this one, though. I mean, it's a lot of pink, but I don't know. I might just stick with the VersaFine and just keep it really neutral. Oh, I think it's going with everybody. But I grabbed these out to test them. So let's do that. Let's do a little testing. This is the archival. What color is this one? This is the peeled paint. And I'm going to go up here. There we go. It's very light. Like, it's going to just barely, oh, but see, sometimes that's all you need. You just need something light. I think it's going to depend on the stamp. Okay, this is definitely, I want to do that one. I use this one a lot. I need to get myself maybe a little bit bigger one for that. Do I need it? I don't know. I mean, I have this one. It's not dead yet. It's not dead yet. All right, let's try. This one is the watering can, which is also another one of my very favorites for the color. It's a really pretty, depending on what you stamp it on, like you'll get a little bit different shades. But see, that one's pretty, and it's nice and light. I like it for this one. Watering can for that one. I'm liking this one for that one. And I'm liking this little dark brown kitty. I'm really liking the dark brown on the dark green a lot. So, will I remember those colors? I don't know. Okay, where did Pinky go? Oh, was Pinky on the back of one of this? Pinky's there. Pinky! Where's my lid? Where's my lid? Okay, and then, so we have the pink is okay. I kind of like that one too. I don't know for sure if I'm going to use that one, but I have these ones I tried. I don't think I need... What's this? This one is Ground Espresso and Vintage Photo. I'm thinking I should try them both just to know. Do I have more scraps? Oh, I ran out of scraps. I want the same type of scrap though. Okay, back in the drawer I go. We'll just use. We'll just use this. It doesn't matter. I have a ton of it. And I don't have to worry about it. I have a ton of file folders, and if I run out of file folders, I know where to find them at a very, very low price. And that is with Maddie, Madeline Diet Designs, because I think she's got a lifetime supply, and she sells them. And I believe they're like extra large too. And I think she sells them for $4. You might want to check her Etsy shop out. Okay, so that was the Ground Espresso. I'm going to put the Vintage Photo kind of next to it and see. Like right there. Here, kitty, kitty. I definitely won't be using the black soot. So put that over there. I don't know why I brought that over. I think I just grabbed all of them. So, like Vintage Photo, I love. Vintage Photo is one of my favorite browns with pink. I love it with pink. With avocado dye the most. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Okay, so it won't be this one, and I don't think I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I have more inks than I have pieces here. So, and I'm not doing kitties on it all. I grabbed some stamps too. So first of all, let's get this out of here. We have our little testers. We can put those over there with the inks. That was a fun little play. I might use the kitty, I don't know. But I was also thinking about using these on here. I'm not sure now if I want to do that or not. Let's see what else we have in the bucket. Because I kind of like, so this is what, I kind of get stuck in this because this is what I found. And I liked this. And I just have one little stamp right there. It was fine. It's nothing spectacular to me, but it's fine. And this is just a game piece card that I have, and I just inked it up. So if I'm trying to follow that, then that's what I'm doing. I don't really want a stamp down there. I want something, longer. Trying to make my fingers go long. Let's see what I have. I could do like a little butterfly. No, I don't think so. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. I'm looking in this little drawer here, where I have like mostly like birds and butterflies and things that I like. I got rid of a lot of stamps. I used to have so many of these little stamps that I had a giant box, and I sold a lot, but you know what? If memory is serving me, I pulled more stamps, a lot more, and they're still sitting in a box ready to go to be able to sell, and I just haven't gotten that far in productivity. Okay, let me move that. Let me try this bin. These bins I love. These are by Pen and I don't remember what it's called. It was a Walmart brand, and I bought several of them, and I thought, I'm going to see if they work. They work so great. I went back to get more, and they stopped selling them. And I like them because it's super lightweight. These little things clip on. They don't, I will say like they fall off easy, and I'm wondering if that's why they discontinued them. But I can only fill them so much so they don't hurt my hands. Generally, I don't like things that have the lids on them because I have a hard time getting them off and on with my hands that I stop crafting. But these work really well. I like them. And I like that I can open it up, take this tray. If I could have left this there, I could have grabbed what I wanted on this, and I could have used this as a tray to work with. And then I could just take it back. And even if I didn't have time, I could just literally set it up there. If I didn't have time to like get everybody put back in their spots, I could just set that there. Okay, I know, I explain everything that I do. You know why? Because I like it when other people do that. That's why I do it. And I know there's some people who are like, just get on with the program, lady. But I don't know that. I mean, I guess there are people like that. I don't ever experience that. See, this is long. Sunflower. Where would the sunflower go? I think the sunflower would go either here, here, or here. I have 6. Let's find the stamps that we're going to use. Yeah, this one is a jar, but I don't know. Like it's kind of a big jar. Let's, I kind of want to practice that, but I think this would be fun to use either on this one or this one. Maybe that one. Let's see what else. Sorry, I took my thing away. You guys can't see in there. Here's another one. This is a 1997 Stampin' Up. But I love the florals and the little bees. So cute. That could be fun here, or here, or here. I might actually use the kitty cat. Oh, here's another a long one that swoops over. Is it too long? Might be too long. Yeah, it's a little too long. I mean, it's okay if it gets cut off, but that's not what I'm going for right now. Nothing that gives me a hiccup in my thought process. Okay, those are all leaves and big things like that. All right, I was gone a lot longer than I expected, although you don't know. I found a few more stamps that weren't put away yet. And I don't know for sure where these all came from because I get a lot of my stuff from estate sales and thrift stores. A lot of times I don't generally find these at estate sales unless it's somebody that I know that's selling their craft supplies. Usually I'll find these at a thrift store or at the dollar store, or sometimes I just flat out purchase them, and sometimes they're gifts to me. But I see this one that I like. It's a nice, pretty flowery piece. I think that might fit. Kind of like this. These cards aren't that big, and it's okay if they go underneath that or even off the edge. I like that. Let me see, and I found these little fairy ones that I love. So these ones I did buy. This says Dancing Fairy. By the tag, it looks like these were from Amazon. But I don't know if it would fit on there. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm literally using scraps. How can I go wrong? I don't know. I guess I could go wrong a little bit. So maybe what I'll do is get that attached. I'm going to use a little bit of glue. I'm going to put a little tab on there anyways. But I'm going to use a little glue right now just to kind of hook it in. I want to hook it in. And do I want to see the edge of that paper? Just slightly maybe. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. You can stitch these on a sewing machine too if you want to. I think I'm going to go ahead and do what I did on the other one and just use a staple. So I'll get that fabric down. Let's get this one down. Where do I want it? I want it right there. Okay. They don't have to be perfect, right? Do they? Do they have to be perfect? I have to iron that if I want it perfect. Let me see. I'm just going to put some glue on there. Oh, this one I did cut on the shorter side, but that's okay. And then this one, get all these stamps off. And I need to find my little, I can't remember what they're called, like little roll-a-block things that Denise bought me to help me with my hands. Thank you so much, Denise. She sent me these, a box, and you put the silicone stamp, is that what they're called, silicone or whatever, on the acrylic things. Instead of using a brick, you use these other blocks that kind of help like to get a nice image on there. I'm gonna practice with it for a second first. Put a little bit there. Wrong way, lady. Oh, I should have decided if I think I would have liked that down there. I would. Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm thinking like, so what I'm thinking about was, wouldn't the fairy look cute on this one? And wouldn't she look cute if she was like, has that little cloud behind her? So not that one, or that one would work. And the flowers behind her, or would she be sitting? She won't fit all the way on there. But I think if I used a fairy, I feel like that cloud, this side right here, would be pretty. I really thought that one through. I think. I tried. All right, here we go. There's that one. And then did I get that one glued on there a little bit? Yeah. Sure did. I'm doing them all on the same side just so that less confusion for me as I'm putting them together. And then same thing with this one. I really want to try to utilize the little cloudy effects here. I think this one's the way I want it since they're square. That goes up like that. Oops, like that. All right, let me close this up for a minute. I mean, and these fabric pieces don't even have to be flaps. I mean, they can be, I can decide just to glue it all, you know, on this side too, and I can use it as like a little belly band, you know. I can just glue it, or stitch it down, glue it down, whatever I want, and just make it a piece, like a little fun piece over here, and I can even back it on the back if I didn't want to have any stitching showing on the other side. But I personally like that. So like if I stitched like around, around, and around, I feel like I gave it like almost a label on the back side if I wanted to use it that way. Just thinking it, you know, just thinking it through as we're doing it. See, what did we decide on these colors though? Let's see. I think that one really played nice. That one, I do like the brown with that one too, but I think I'm gonna go with the green. I don't know. I think the green with this one, green and pink. So let's start here. I can make a decision. I want the green with this one. So who's gonna be the one that we put down there? Let's see. I like this sunflower, but those are different flowers. This one kind of looks nice with it. I really like this bouquet. But let's see what it looks like all in one color, and just as a tester, like how am I gonna like it if most of it's covered up? Because it's gonna be covered up. I can just bring it off to the side here. Oh, I think I need like a little cushion for the pushing on this, but oh, I took all the fabrics away. Wasn't that a bright idea? I don't think I'm going to use that one. I think, and I also need to figure out my situation here for stamping. I wonder if this is cushiony enough. Let's try it. It could have just been that stamp too. Let me just try it again just to make sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a hard time with that one. So let's try this one, because this was also a contender for that one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I really don't want to have that happening. So let's make sure that's not happening. So we'll get the ink on there. You know what? And it's scraps. Sandra, settle down. It's just the scraps. I'm going to turn it sideways so I can kind of get an idea where I'm at. How about I do this? Go all the way down the stem. And then just, I'm just so aggressive with everything. There we go. And we'll just put this down there. Just like this. My stamp is definitely not straight, but that's all right. It looks pretty. It's nice. I like it. Okay, that one's good. Let's close this one up. We used that stamp. I can still use it again, but I don't think I need to. We have that one done. And I mean, I'm going to be here forever if I don't get to getting. I think I liked that, this one right here, the Versifine, the stark chocolatey brown with this one right here. This is so pretty. Okay, who is going to be on this one? Let me see. This is also another big one. Let me see how it's going to look. Look at that. That's pretty. You know what? I don't know why I'm being so crazy. When I say that and Jason's around, he just always looks at me sideways and gives me the eyeball look like, are you really asking that? He goes, I'm asking that too. Why do you have to be so crazy? All right, let's see. I think I want it to come, I want it to be on there, but I want it to come to the edge there. So I don't know. I might regret what I'm doing here, but. Okay, not bad. I'm pretty proud of myself. All right, got that one stamped. This one's used. Used and abused and inky everywhere. Okay, got that one done. Now, who's next? Get up here. Get up here, it's your turn. Oh, I was going to put pink on one of those pink ones and I forgot. I wonder if pink would look good on this one. I think so, because that's got pink in there. I mean, it really makes it hard to like use in other things, I think sometimes, but I don't care. Do you care? I don't care. Let's see. We do have some other ones in here though. Should we do like a pink leaf? Do we have to be like all specific? Can we put a pink leaf in there? Yeah, I think a pink leaf would be pretty. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, I didn't get the rolly block things out. Oh no. Where did I put them? All right, I don't know where I put them, so they're probably put away over with the stamps where they're supposed to be with the stamps. I feel like no matter where I put my stamps and ink, it's never the perfect spot. Like I stamp over here, I stamp over there, I stamp everywhere, so. But when I'm ready to use them, I want everything at my, here, where I'm at. Is that too much to ask for? All right. So then there's like the shopper in me is like, oh, just buy 2 of everything. I'm just kidding. And that's kind of cool. I like that. I think with these leaves, I think would be fun is to take inky papers and like make some really pretty pinks and oranges and yellows and a little bit of purples. Just make some really pretty backgrounds and stamp the leaves and then cut them out. Oh my gosh, that's definitely got to make the cut. My friends, I'm going to forget that I even want to do that. Somebody call me out on that later on. But make sure you give me enough information that I remember what the heck I was talking about. I just made it someone else's problem. So let's do a sunflower on this one. Put that leaf back there. Oops. Let's put it on the inside, keeping it protected. And what I say, the sunflower? Yeah, the sunflower. And what color are we going to do the sunflower in? I think, what were all of our colors that we liked? Did I do a stamped sunflower? I did not. I kind of think it needs to be like a really pretty yellow though, but should we try the green one again? Let's see how it looks. It's very matchy match, which is fine, but are we okay with fine? Sometimes we need to be more than fine. I want to use permanent inks, though. I do have this red geranium over here. Let's see. Where'd the sunflower go? Will it look Christmassy? I mean, kinda. I do like that red geranium, though, on there. That color. Just trying it out in a couple of spots here. I don't think I'm going to use the red geranium. Let's do What color do we like there? Let's get some kitties. The chocolate brown again, the versified. Whoops, let's get you covered up. I did have another, there we go, another kitties. Well, one more second, I think I have another color. All right, friends, this is definitely not a short content video. I apologize. I apologize for anybody that wants that. I would love to be able to get some shorter content, but here we go. I found Tiger Lily and Sunflower. So let's test these ones out. Let me grab another piece of this. And let's try this. We'll go Sunflower, where are you? Here you are. So this one is the Sunflower, which, hello, that's pretty nice. And then I also want to try Tiger Lily, which also works very well, but let me see what the colors that I chose, because we have these three still to play with. So I think Tiger Lily would, I mean, both of them, honestly, whoops, would look good on this one, wouldn't they? That one or that one. But I thought I wanted to put it with this like, Florida type. I always think of Florida when I see these kinds of leaves. Very, like, and I like the yellow green right there. That would work. Okay, let's just do that. Yes. And we're going to use the yellow Sunflower on this one. Okay. Get that out of my way. Sunflower, let's clean you up. Okay. And then we're going to go down here. This is pretty. Oh, it doesn't really show up that much. It does a little bit. It's enough. Kind of. It's okay. It's definitely, I think this is lighter than this. That's all right though. I still like it. Not as much as I like this one, but I like it. Goodness gracious, where's my lid? Covering everything up. Samples over here. And now, so we've used that stamp. Did we use that? We used that one. We used that one. I'm trying to like use all different stamps just to have a nice little variety there. Okay. We haven't used this one, and I think I might use a fairy. So if I was going to use a fairy, oh, did I already? Jeez Louise. That's the one I wanted to use the fairy on. Okay. That's okay. I have another cloudy one right here. So maybe the fairy will look cute there. So she would be going that way, like she's gonna be decorating the thing. Now she needs to be up in the air because fairies fly, so she can be floating up there. This one I would be doing down low. Her little wings would be cut off a little bit, which is fine, but she'd be sitting like she's blowing into that. That is actually quite cute. I think maybe that would be kind of cute. Let's try, oh, and I can put that little butterfly anywhere. So I need that stamp again, that little block. So she would be sitting right there. And then the little butterfly would be like it's coming out of her hands. Whoops. Let me make sure I get it on there the way I want it. It's like it's coming out of her hand. And then, like, go away, little butterfly. Live your life. Live your life. Be free. But what color was I going to use? What color did I like with this one? You guys, do you remember? I think I had lots of pretty colors in there. The dark one definitely will show up for the butterfly. I mean, maybe I should do the butterfly a different color. For the fairy, I think the fairy would show up pretty in brown. And then the butterfly could be the yellow or the pink or the orange, or maybe that orange. All right, so let's do a tester. Goodness gracious. We're getting super wild here. We're gonna put that one with that one. And I'm thinking this pink right here with that orange for the butterfly. Oh, I don't know. The butterfly is going to be, yeah, I don't think the orange, it's kind of, see, I'm thinking the orange because of like this orange flower. That yellow would be pretty if it stands out. And that yellow with that dark brown, I think, is pretty. Yes. Okay, let's just try it. Well, we don't know until we know. What about the vintage? No, I want dark. I'm going to go dark. So, let's see. Tester, you say? Yes, let's do tester. Tester, here we go. We're going to do a tester on this. This is actually darker than that, but that's okay. We're going to do the... How am I going to do this, though? Whoa. I just want the butterfly to be orange. Okay. And then I just want my little fairy lady to be brown. So I got to do it this way so I can see where I'm at. I really trust myself a lot here. This is so juicy. I probably have way more ink on there than I need, but that's okay. Let's see how this works out. Give it a little second here to attach itself. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try that again. We're gonna try it again. I think I like it. I think I do. But I think I'm gonna put the orange on last because the brown is so juicy. And I wanna make sure I have enough of, and I can always wipe off the brown, maybe if I get some on there. 'Cause I'm, okay, don't get over confident here, lady. All right. Okay, that's nice and juicy, but I have ink everywhere. Do you see that? So let's give it a little bit of a cleanup here. And I feel like I don't have enough ink on her wings. Jeez. It's just because they're like thinly webbed. There's plenty of ink there. Get that off. And then a nice little orange butterfly, which I almost wonder if I should do it in that red, but it's fine. Okay, I can't go that way because I can't see what I'm doing. And then I think I got orange everywhere on this too. And then I want to turn this sideways because I want her to be sitting down here. I want the butterfly on there so her wings will come off a little bit. And down we go. Where we land, I don't know. All right, I have one more to do. Okay, that's cute. I wanted her down a little bit more, but that's okay. That's cute. All right, cutie, cute, cute. Let me just set that aside for a second, and I can clean my stamps up in a minute. This is the one I want to do next. What color are we going to do this one, though? I feel like this one we were going to just do... I'm looking at the colors that I have up here, and I'm thinking, should I just do another pretty green one, a nice light one? I don't know. I do like that green, and I do like that watering can, but I don't know how the watering can's going to show up. I guess I still need these scraps. No, I don't want the green. Nope. The dark brown, I think, yeah, I'm going to go dark brown. I'm going to stick with that. I'm liking that. I didn't want to go light brown, so dark brown it shall be. That is really dark, though. Let's do, oh my gosh, I can't even make up my mind. Let's try ground espresso, because I do like ground espresso, and I haven't tried it. We're not even going to do a practice. We're just going to do it. Okay, that way. And then this one goes here. Ground espresso is one of my favorites for the brown. What's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to double lid one. All right, yeah, see. Oh, I got smudgies, but that's okay. Secrets. It's all about the secrets. All right, that's done. Now, oh, here's my little fairies. Okay, I'll put those away. I'm just going to stack them up there. All the stamps and inks up there, so that they're all at least in the same area. So when I go to put it away, it's easy. So now I have my little pieces here. You guys are probably like, wow, this is why I don't get stuff done. This takes me forever. And I could just fold that over and put my little staple in there. And I might just do that this time and not even worry about it. All right, so now we have these. Now, this is what I did is I just took, I think I have a punch that does the half circle. Where is it, you ask? I have no idea. All right, now it's time to do some stamping or punching. Punches, we did stamping. Let's do some punches with these scraps. So I like this, and I feel like I have a punch somewhere. I don't know, I can't remember, but anyhow, I grabbed these. These will work. We can figure this out. I want it to be doubled so that it's thicker, especially since I'm using vintage wallpaper. And in case I want to put an eyelet in there, I don't know that I do. Let's figure out which ones we want to use with which ones. That's pretty bright. I don't think that one's going to make the cut. This one is scrapbook paper. I think this would be pretty on this one or this one. Let's do a piece like this. So I want it to be like this I want this to be on the outside, and I want this, if I want this like solid line right there, what I need to do is I need to fold it up inside out. And then I'm going to make a big one and a small one. So this is kind of large. And what I'm going to do is go in this way. I'm trying to not crease it too much because I don't really know if that crease is going to make a difference. Let's see. Get this in there. And how big do I want it? I'm going to cut it. I'm going to leave it in there. I'm not going to go all the way up because I want to have it attached. Does that make sense? I want to have it one piece. And so let's just try one that size. Oh gosh, I don't know if this is going to be too thick for that. Okay, well, that one's too thick, so now I'm probably stuck in there. Ooh. So let's just try, let's try this one. This is a Stampin' Up one. It's smaller too, but I think this has more. Hopefully this one will work. Oh my gosh. My paper's thick. Maybe I should have used something different. I'm not ready to give up yet. Okay, let's do this one. Again, I'm not going to take it all the way up. Ooh! Definitely stronger. Okay, so, and it could be I'm just not strong enough with my hands to punch that. That's crazy. All right. So the reason why I did it inside out is because I want to fold this in half. I want it to be a little stronger. And I don't care that it's on the other side. I only want it on the one side. This might actually be cute right here on this one. Let's do this one. But first, I'm going to glue this down. Glue it together. My whole point was to make it thicker, a little thicker. And I just want to have some glue. I just need it around the edges. And that way it's not too hard. I don't know that it will be, but if I want to put an eyelet in there is what I'm thinking. Like I don't want to like make the job harder if I don't need to on my hands. Oops. Okay, so now we have that. We'll just do one and see how we like it. And then if we were sticking with staples, I would just put it right there. See? And then you have that over there, and then you have this fabric coming around the end. I don't know if I like that fabric, so let's just go ahead and trim it off. It didn't add anything any value to me, to me, and yeah, I think I like it this way. This would be a great time to ink around the edges if I wanted to do that so that it matches the rest of the card. And even right here, if I wanted it to pop out a little bit. And then on the back, oh, I'm getting grungy, gluey finger stuff all over this. All right. Stapler is right here. And then we just have this cute little tab. I want to make sure, yeah. Have this cute little tab right here. So I'm going to go 2 staples. One right there. And one right there. All right, there we go. One, done. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and just stick with this one right here. I'll put that one away. I need the stapler. And let's pick our fabrics. Let's pick our tabs. So we're going to do, this one's done and that one's done. These are the ones we're working on right here. We need 5 more. So let's go and see what we have. That one's done. This one has a little bit of blue and gold in there. I think this one's going to work for that one. I like this one, I think, for this one. That's kind of cute. I like that. This is very yellow and gold. I don't know. This one, not right, the right gold. This one could work for that one, possibly. It's got those pretty dark browns in there. You won't really see much of it, so there's that. This is blue and pink and green. That might be actually, will that work? I don't know. No, I'm forcing that one. Let's see. No. That could work. That. No. I mean, that could work. No. Oh, I still have this one over here too. Don't forget. Don't forget, lady. Oh, here's this pretty yellow right here. I don't think that will work on any of these. That might work on this one. And then this one could be on that one. All right, let's take these. And I actually have a bag over here that I keep my wallpaper, vintage wallpaper scraps in. So that will go into that bag. It goes into that drawer, but it also goes into that bag. So let's see this one. Let's go with this one and we'll just fold it in half. Inside out though. Inside out, don't forget. And then we'll do a little puncharoo on this. All right, still a very usable scrap. I'm not throwing that one away. So this one's gonna be on here. And see how pretty, like that's gonna be pretty right there. Yes. Okay, we'll have that one's ready to be done. This one, I think anywhere will work. This is more fragile. This is gonna crack a little bit, so I'm concerned. I think it's gonna crack. Don't crack. Okay, perfect. It's still usable. That one's going to be on this one. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. Okay, so we have that one. And then this one, that's folded in half right there. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with that fold and see what we get. Oops. Yep, that one works for that one. And then we need this one, but I really wanted some of that blue. So I'm going to take this down a little bit more and see if we can capture some of it. There we go. That's nice. Lovely. Lovely. And then we have this one right here. So we haven't decided. I think I'm going to try with this blue one here first and see what I like. I'm going to go this way. I think that's pretty. I think that's perfect. That was the perfect thing to do. Now, move that over there. We're getting there. Oh, look at, oh, I see, I didn't, this one would have been, I just feel like that yellow would have went good. It's okay, you know, we already got it cut. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it and put that away. I can make more, but will I? I don't think so. Not right now. I think also what maybe I could try and do is whatever I'm making, like stick with a certain amount. Like if I'm doing like make six, and then that way I can use them for different things. This is not my favorite one with the leaf right there. I think this one might need something else added to it. Another thing over this or some inky thing. But I'm going to keep going because, you know, I did it. Let's add some of the vintage photo everywhere around the edges. We'll get it glued. Again, just around the edges and the inside. Okay, that one's ready to be stapled. This one, assembly line, makes it faster and easier. At least it seems like it does. Glue and ink. And then drop her down. Okay, same thing. Little ink around the edges. It wasn't a lot of ink, but that's all right. And then fold it in half to get my little thingy. Whoops. I think I'm gonna give in and start having my nails done again. I don't really like the upkeep of it, and I don't like getting glue on them, but my hands are so sensitive to my nails, and they're just so sensitive to manicures and things that with all the stuff they do. So they're sore for a minute. Like, it takes me a while to get used to it. So I think if I just do it, hopefully I'll be used to it by the time I go on my trip. I know it might sound silly, but I just want my nails done for my trip so that I'm not constantly like having to worry about like trimming them. I know we're only gone for a week, but my nails grow fast. And so if I have nail polish on them, you know, like that gel stuff, ugh, I cannot stand the feeling of them taking that off my hands. But if I do that, then, and I can't stand the feeling sometimes of it on me. I'm very particular. And I don't even know what color that would look good on my hands. Like, I want a neutral color, but I don't want one that makes, I don't know. Overthinking, but you know, that's what we do here. That's what we do here. Overthinkers welcome. Okay, let's see. Let's get these now on, and then we will, maybe I should go from this end. Maybe I will just fold one over. I just don't think I'm going to get it in that staple very well, and I think it's going to bug me, and it's going to be easier to cut it now than later. That one's fine. That one's fine. Did I already cut these? I'm going to leave that one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, well, I guess it was just that one. Oh, I did already cut them. Silly girl. Okay, now get these on here. Decide which side I like better. I like this side better. And put it just like this. Stapling time. Staple time. Okay, cute. Same thing. What side do I like better? Ooh, I like that side better. So pretty. Well, see, here's my thing. I got a lot of yellow on this side, and I have more like color going all the way around the rim here. I think I'm gonna go, I like it more around the rim, like, so it's not lopsided. Stick with the rim. Can't go wrong with a colorful rim. You know what I mean? Like when you're outlining stuff and things like that. So, let's try to get as straight as I can. And there we go, this right here. Okay, this one right here. I think I like this side better. See, this paper is very vintage and very fragile. It's like peeling right there, like cracking. So I'm gonna put a little bit more ink just to accentuate that. Let's just go with what it wants to do. And did I do it the right way? Yeah, I like that. See, this is one I'm not like super fond of because I chose the wrong color and the wrong thing to, in my opinion, the wrong thing to stamp on this right here. So this is something that I would probably just like throw in my scrap thing, like to get rid of, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to play with it. I'm done. I did it. I'm done with it now. Like, it needs to move on. It needs to leave. So this one needs a little bit more ink on that thing here. Okay. A little extra grunge. And straighten it up a little bit, girl. And then this one right here. Aren't these cute though? Like so cute. So we can go that way or we can go that way. I like this way. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Why, if you care, why I chose this way. I chose this. Whoa, and my staple didn't go in. There we go. Because my sunflower is not showing up as much as I wanted it to. So that gold color and then that gold color on the opposite side, I feel like, I don't know. To me, I felt like it balanced more. But I like it. And I like the backs of these too. So let me get my little paper out so we can see what they look like without all my grungy desk. This is my grungy work part desk. This one stays down. When you see the other mats on my desk, it's because I just lay it on top of this one. And this is just some cardstock that I have. Get you scooched in right there. And then we can take a look and see because they're so cute. Alrighty, let's see what we did. So this was our inspiration for the scrap attack. Oops. And I made this a very long time ago. And I like it. So I just use that for the inspiration. And then these are the ones we made today. I really like this. These came out super cute. They're super fun elements. You know, and like I said, if that bothers you or me or whatever, I can always attach that down, make this a belly band, or I can do some stitching. That one came out really cute. There's the back. So all of them have really pretty backs. This one I have a little bit of inky mess there. I can go in with another stamp. I can put something on there. I can give it away. And this one. This is the one I'm not in love with. But that's okay. I don't have to love them all. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. See, I always think I put the fabric on backwards, but it's not. It's just it's vintage, and it was whoever had these sheets loved them also because the sheets are very worn. And there's that one. All right, friends, I hope you like this little project. Tell me which one is your favorite. And, yeah, I guess I'll just see you on the next video. So enjoy all your moments. Bye.